Hey everybody, this is Mike Clay again from over at ProFootballFocus.com, and this is the Fantasy Slant. Today I want to talk about my top 5 Dynasty quarterbacks. As we head into the draft time free agency, it's time for Dynasty leaguers to really get a handle on their roster and see where their needs are heading forward. And at the quarterback position, we're seeing with teams throwing the ball more and more, the position's getting deeper, those top quarterbacks becoming less valuable, but there are still a few guys who stand above the rest. Top of my list, he's 30 now. He's the oldest guy in our top 5, but it's Aaron Rodgers. Since 2008, he's been a consistent top producer, and that's really hard to find in the NFL right now. So, he scored 41 touchdowns in back-to-back seasons prior to struggling with injuries this past season. And, although he missed a lot of games this past season, he was number 6 in per game fantasy points at the quarterback position. So, he may lose some touchdowns to Eddie Lacy. They're going to try and work him into the offense more. That's slightly problematic. But again, Rodgers is in his prime at age 30. This offense is going to throw the ball plenty, and they're going to score a lot of points. So I still like him. He's both the safest option here, and I think he has enough upside to earn that number 1 spot. Number 2, Cam Newton. Now, he's 6 years younger than Rodgers. He's only 24, about to turn 25. He's been a top 5 fantasy quarterback 3 straight seasons, all 3 in the NFL. So, it's really hard to argue with that, like him or not. I know he does a lot with his legs, a lot less with his arm. But he does enough to finish in the top 5, and there's a lot of value there, especially at his age. And, probably the key thing with him going forward is even if he loses a little bit of his production with his legs, the support around him offensively is going to be better. Ted Ginn, Brandon LaFell, they've been key cogs in that offense. They're both free agents. Steve Smith's getting older. He has Greg Olsen, who he relied on a ton in the second half this past season. So there's a lot to like about Cam Newton going forward. That supporting cast is only going to get better. Number 3, Andrew Luck. He's the youngest guy in this group. He's 24 years old. He's entering his 3rd season. Why is he not number 1 despite the fact that he was the first overall pick 2 years ago and he has a ton of talent? Well, he just hasn't done it yet. He's finished 8th and 7th in fantasy points at quarterback each of his first 2 seasons, despite appearing in all 16 games. So, we just haven't seen him get to that next level yet. I think it's very possible that happens down the road, but I could not put him over guys like Rodgers and Newton, who we've seen that high ceiling from so far. So Luck is a great franchise quarterback for you to be building around, but he's just not the top of the iceberg just yet. Number 4, Matthew Stafford. Say what you want about this guy, about his talent level. Does he rely too much on Calvin Johnson? Does he make him look better than he is? He does throw a lot of interceptions. Yeah, that's probably all true, but still, he still puts up massive fantasy points. He's been in the top 5 2 of the last 3 seasons, and he still has Calvin Johnson. He's still in his prime. Joe Lombardi, new offensive coordinator. He'll continue to throw the football as he brings that Saints offense up from the bayou. So there's still a lot to like about Stafford. Again, he's only 26, a long time to go for Stafford in terms of being an elite fantasy quarterback option. Number 5, Nick Foles. He's only 25 years old, and I've liked this guy since last preseason. I'm from the Philly area. I've seen this guy very closely the last 2 years. I like what I see from here, and I think he is a legitimate dynasty quarterback. He scored 20. Consider this: extrapolate his 27 touchdowns on 317 attempts last season over Peyton Manning's 659 attempts. You have 56 passing touchdowns. That's one more than Peyton Manning's record 55. So of course, the Eagles under Chip Kelly, they run the ball a lot. And, if they throw more, he may not score as many touchdowns through the air. So, I'm saying this with tongue in cheek, but, it just tells you the rate he was on last season, despite only appearing in a part of the season. So, as long as Chip Kelly's there, as long as Foles is running that offense, he's going to be a major fantasy football producer. I like him inside my top 5. That is my top 5 Dynasty quarterbacks. We'll be back in future installments to look at other positions. For Pro Football Focus, I'm Mike Clay.